What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So we all know what's going on with AMC. It's going downhill, but a lot of the market is actually moving in the same direction, and we can see that this is the price. This is really what's happening. You see, it's at $9.39 is where it ended at, down about 3.3%. Now we know that it's negative movement. We can hear all that blah blah. Negative news and people saying, oh, you're spreading FUD for it being negative and talking about it negative. Well, that's not the case. It's actually looking like a positive. It creates that buying opportunity. A lot of people are looking like, all right, well, you know what? When can we buy this dip? Is it great to be able to buy it at $9? Great to be able to buy it at $9.10, wherever it actually is. Get in and buy up the shares, because it is going to be something that definitely pops as we see it continue to grow. So before we get started into this video, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one, and make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Don't forget to check out the Perry Experience subreddit. The link is in the description below if you guys want to submit your memes and all that. We're going to be doing AMC investing meme reviews over there, so if you want to check that out, definitely check it out. It should be good, because a lot of them end up being funny, and I'll make sure to hold off on looking at them until it gets to the review time and I can see what it actually looks like. So definitely check that out. Also, if you want to join the channel memberships, I do live streams every morning, and you can definitely join those. So AMC, in the pre-market, we can say that we weren't actually happy with what was going on. I mean, it did increase a little bit in the morning, up to close to $10, but then started to decrease and continue to decrease below where that level plane was. And then even in the beginning of the day, you've seen it increase, seen it take that move up and show the buying power, and then all of a sudden just fall off, and really fall off. It wasn't something where it was coming back. People were really excited about this, the way that it was moving, because it shows strength, but that strength went away very, very quickly. Dropped down, started to find a couple of rally points, but really just consistently dropped down. Got to a low of about $9, to where it did end up getting a lot of buying power. I'd imagine we would see a ton of shorted volume for today, and I can't wait to get into that probably tomorrow, because I don't have like Vortex data and all this other stuff. I don't have like up-to-date data for today. I have something for yesterday, but for today, no. Not for yesterday. Wait, what's today? Wednesday? What is it? Tuesday? Monday? I don't know what day it is. I think it's Tuesday. Pretty sure it's Tuesday. I'm losing everything here. Yes, it is Tuesday. Got it. Anyways, after all of that, you could see that it did increase from that $9 mark up to about $9.38. Did not even get close to passing or crossing over the 200 EMA. The fact that it's below it means that we're staying in that more bearish territory, right? So we did have a little bit of a rally to where people could make some money if you wanted to day trade it, but this is not for day trading. AMC is for holding. We're all, holding this position, and this is why I'm continuing to hold. A person that would normally, get out at the top or close to it and then buy back in at the lows, basically, making those moves and holding out until it gets to those lows. It hasn't done that, or it has done that, but I haven't been able to do that, because I know it's a time to where we should hold these positions, right? So you see this dropping down, consistently dropping down, back down to $9.08. You can see if you go over here, wait, this way. If you go over here, you can see that 31,000 shares. I think you can see it right here. 31,152 shares are looking to be bought at $9. So there's a lot of buying power here. But it's just they're strategically placed sells. They're shorting of the position. They're looking to, bring everything down with it, because they're losing. And what's crazy is, crypto is making their move. So a lot of people focused on crypto today, which I did as well, because it was more of the same with AMC. But AMC is definitely going to make that huge leap soon. We have yet to see a day to where it's like 30+%, 50%, 100%. We have yet to see that day. And when we see that day, it's going to be really, really big. A lot of people are going to look to buy into it. You're going to have hedge funds that cover a lot of their shorts. It's going to be a massive movement. And we're just waiting for that to happen. All the volume come in. People come in extra on top of that. Also institutions, other hedge funds, and hedge funds end up covering their shorts. There's going to be a lot of movement because we're all holding right now. They have no possible chance of being able to find a way to cover these. They're getting squeezed out of this position, and as long as we get the interest rate up, we get the amount of people buying, all of that stuff, and obviously the hedge funds covering, I think we'll be in a very, very decent situation here. So right now you could see that this did increase towards the end of the day, which a lot of people were happy about. I was, but it's just not enough. The late recovery and how low the recovery is, it kind of sucks to see. Yes, if you're day trading or swing trading, it's great to be able to see that. But like I said, we're not day trading or swing trading this position. We're all holding and buying more. As it dips lower, people aren't getting scared. We're buying more. We're buying these dips. So right now you could see towards the after hours market, it was up at $9.50 and did decrease to about $9.30. Currently sitting at $9.39, which is around break even, right? So not too much movement. The volume today was around 35 million. It may increase, obviously, with the after hours market included, but 35 million is not bad. It's not the worst that they can do, but it's obviously not the best when it comes to volume. So yeah, I mean, it's down 3.3%. It got to a high of $9.75, a low of $9.05. And opened at that $9.63. So from open to close, it's obviously down, and then from close to close, it's down as well. So what do we expect from AMC? My expectation, right, is kind of more of the same this week. I hope that we see something big. I hope that we see that pop this week, but my expectation is always to see more of the same. We've had a trend of red, and we're going to continue on that trend until something changes, something officially like pops, and something breaks. And we need them to break, not us to break. People can't get tired of this because we've been holding for a long time. We can't get tired of this just because they're making us wait. They know they lost, but the only way that we lose is if we sell. They lose by doing what they're doing right now. No matter what, if they hold on to it or they end up covering their shorts, they lose. It's a lose-lose situation for them. As long as we can be able to hold on to these positions, we're good. So if we wanted to look at some Ortex data here, or not Ortex data, I don't know where I'm getting ahead of myself here. I haven't even gotten Ortex yet, but we look at Fintel data. We're going to see that 16% short volume ratio. We have 4.9 short volume. Short shares available is 2.3 million. We have 10.74% short borrow fee rate. So, obviously these numbers keep updating. The short borrow fee rate is going down. But all in all, I think we're sitting in a very, very good spot for AMC. I'm not going to say that, we're in the best spot possible and it's going to squeeze, tomorrow. Because nobody knows, nobody can predict the squeeze, to the T, to like that 1 minute mark or 1 hour mark or even the day. You can't sit here and predict that. I try and give my predictions, but it's so tough to predict this because it goes against all trends that you would see. It's not something where you can say, oh, you have this W formation. We know that the stock is going to increase. It ends up, falling and hard. Like it falls really hard. Like any formation, any pattern you see, it just doesn't follow it. So I've given up on actually trying to predict it, just giving my opinion on where I believe it's going to go based on what I would do if I was, in the hedge fund shoes, right? Obviously, they're going to continue. If I was in the hedge fund shoes, I mean, I would just accept my losses because for me, my mindset is always to accept the loss if you are in the wrong. But obviously we're in the right. We know the detail behind it. As long as we continue to hold as a collective group, we're good. So that's what I have for you guys today. I did want to talk about the shareholder meeting as well, which is kind of the last second of this video, I guess. But the shareholder meeting was postponed, so we don't have to worry about that vote going through. I think it was because of suspicious activity that happened today. It's just the movement is not what people expect, what executive team expect, what anybody really expect besides the hedge funds. I mean, they're manipulating it, right? So Anyways, that's my video, guys. Let me know what you think about it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to join my Discord group, the link is in the description. Or if you want to join as a member, I do live streams every morning that we can, talk about stocks, talk about crypto, and go from there. But that's my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.